So, Bayo onanuga, our Egbon at the top, the essay to the president. He insults Rufai, one insult. We pain Rufai. The thing pain Rufai, rich bone. And the reason why they pay Rufai is because Rufai nothing insult am back. Based on say Uncle Bayo na elder. You understand that when Yoruba land, we dey get respect for elder here. So based on that, you know if you tell her the way they do her, but now me I for tell her. Anyway, Rufai made the post. The post sef not be Rufai get the post. Now GST, now he do the post. Rufai just copied the post and reposted it on Twitter. The post said, Tinubu is the mastermind behind Nigeria's debt crisis. Nigeria's public debt has crossed 152 trillion naira, rising by 3 trillion in just 3 months. Tinubu's government is borrowing without breaks, and the future is paying the price. Bayo onanuga respond, you are an economic illiterate. All sovereign nations borrow money. Our borrowing has not breached the limits allowed by the rule. Now Rufai say, Egbon Bayo onanuga, abusing me because I stated the position of Nigeria's debt. He called me economic illiterate. A presidential spokesperson though, tell Egbon Bayo to challenge me with facts, not abuses. Has Nigeria not borrowed 152 trillion under Tinubu? Dear Egbon Bayo, you don't need to abuse me. We all respect you as our Baba B. You can make your points without abuses. Why call me an economic illiterate? Because I stated facts. Can you provide a contrary fact that Nigeria is not owing 152 trillion? Now, the truth is, every country gets benchmark of amount they're supposed to borrow. There's a tap. You cannot pass this amount. Now the country they set up. Nigeria benchmark of amount we supposed to borrow, we never pass them. But the question is, where we don't do, does it make sense? Now let me show you this index. In June 2023, when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu entered, Nigeria was owing 87.4 trillion. But this is the irony. As at that time, if you convert that money to dollar, it was $113 billion. As of today, Nigeria is owing 152 trillion. In naira, Nigeria has borrowed almost 90, 50, 62, about extra 65 trillion naira. Now we don't borrow extra 65 trillion, but when you calculate it in dollars, the debt has actually reduced. What we are owing now is $99 billion. But don't forget, they calculate the one we owe before to in dollars. Now make it copy like say reduce, because actually Tinubu borrowed more. Actually borrowed more. Every week night they borrow money for this country. If you sleep, you not like the way they wake up, you go borrow. If you babe talk to her, I go borrow. If Mama Remi tell her say you need restore, she go borrow. Anything when it's your life, you go your borrow. Now the past administration, we understood why they were owing. They were paying fuel subsidy and they needed money for it. They were paying light subsidy and they needed money for it. They were paying subsidy on the dollar. $1 when they buy dollar $500, don't actually pass 500. Federal government they pay the balance. So those things were expenses where they shook the past administration. This administration is not paying subsidy, they don't come out. This administration is not paying light subsidy, they don't come out. This administration is not backing up the dollar, they don't float up. Even the tax, they are collecting more tax and increasing the taxes that they are collecting. Our custom, they have increased the money they are collecting. So this administration is making more money. Why are you borrowing more? What are you borrowing to do? The expenses where whole federal government for neck. When will they borrow, they fix. You don't come out. So why are you borrowing more? That's the question we all ask President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The funny part is that he no go there alive when we go need to pay this money. So our future will pay the price. He go not buy leave us. We will call a struggle for the money we borrow down. Because they come and tell you that when he entered, Nigeria was owing 87 trillion. But by the time he flowed the naira, That money was 113 billion by that time. By the time it got flowed in naira, that money got come to about 30 something billion dollars. So if today we are owing 99 billion dollars, it means you have borrowed an extra 60 something billion dollars. I'm trying to understand. Okay, an extra 50 something to 60 billion dollars. I'm trying to understand, what are we using that money for? Now, when we talk, they say all nations borrow. Where are the all nations that borrow? Can we look at them and look at what they are doing with the money they borrowed compared to our own? What are we doing with this money we borrowed? Now Lagos to Benin Expressway, now see like that. So now Warri to Benin, now we no fit drive. So now Sapele to Ekpoma, now Benin to Ekpoma, now they undrivable. So what exactly are we borrowing the money for? If we would see what they use the money do for, not the paying person. And anybody will talk, Tinubu spokespeople go fight them. If they're not fight it or insult you, if I get lost in a journalist too, they for not look about say, but God bless you for at least picking up and making these people shake. It is very necessary. Those of you supporting this administration, more now continue.